Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Colorado Buffaloes taking on the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buffaloes will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Houston's offense will have the football first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a second down play. Off play action. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. Wide open spaces. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Caught in the backfield. It's Connors. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffaloes offense will go to work for the first time. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again.
Turning on the Jets. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Last year's return to prominence for Colorado was fueled by a couple of superstars, Travis Hunter winning the Heisman Trophy and giving this whole program a bolt.
They also lost Shedeur Sanders, a quarterback, so losing a lot of talent on the field, but there are a lot of eyes on this program now for obvious reasons. And because of the guy running the program, they're always recruiting extremely well. There's new talent coming in the building. Nobody can overlook Colorado anymore.
Well, it's crazy because the list of Hall of Fame coaches are incredible. I mean, you just go down the list and I've heard that guy, heard that guy, heard that guy. And so they're starting to recruit better and get more talent. Can they solidify the line of scrimmage? That's what's been the key for Colorado. Can they be physical and tough up front?
And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done now.
And the Buffaloes pick up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Goes to the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Salter. That's caught. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field, and he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The run from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Connors. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Buffaloes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Houston. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. But how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform.
Dropping back, it's Salter. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back on the option to give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Connors. And the Cougars are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Connors. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little far. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Caught over the middle. It's Welch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, the head coach has to love what he saw from his offense here at the very end of the first half, when you got to have it. Execution has got to be great in these 2-minute type situations. Really nice job handling the situation by the quarterback, making sure all 10 other guys on offense are on the same page. And they're still losing the football game, but that's a touchdown they absolutely needed to have here at the end of the first half.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll run the option. The pitch. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice jump game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Welch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion, and then he lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Quegman. Gets it out fast. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. Open spaces. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. they take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score, there's no end in sight for these guys.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking downfield. Catch in the middle. It's Hayden. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smalls. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Bucks! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 11 over the Judicials. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Safe completion on the screen. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, Dave, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for a man. It's Salter. On target. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Catch in the middle, it's Smalls. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now
unleashes one deep. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the move, it's Connors. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe run.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right, and then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Back to throw, it's Salter. He's got him. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. And now this team is